Clemente Ocean Festival could not occur if it wasn't for these two individuals standing I'm right in between of. This is Peggy Vance right here, and your title is the
Executive Director.
The Executive Director. And this is Ernie Marquez, and your title is?
I'm the president of this year's Ocean Festival.
What a fantastic event you've done this year. It's just been outstanding.
Thank you. Thank you.
A lot of what you do, you raise money, and some of that money goes back to the local charities. Where does some of that money go, Peggy?
Well, our first and foremost is the lifeguards here, because without the lifeguards, this event would have never happened. It came from the Orange County Lifeguard Games, so we support them as much as we can.
The Marine Safety Department here in San Clemente has been acutely involved with Ocean Festival over the years. In fact, you were there when it the first launch, right?
So it actually dates all the way back to 1976 with one of our captains, Sheridan Byerly. He wanted to include the general public into the Orange County Beach Games, which was open only to basically local lifeguards. But he wanted to grow it and involve the public, so he teamed up with Dorothy Fuller, who's a local publicist.
She's a legend.
Yeah.
We call her the mother of the Ocean Festival. She coined the phrase, the greatest show on surf. She had many years put into the event, right up until she couldn't do it anymore.
The greatest show on surf has been expanded. We've got athletes from all over the world. We've got athletes from Australia here this year, a big contingency from Australia. We've had them from New Zealand and other parts of the world. We've got a Frenchman here this year. Quite a few, a big contingency of athletes from Santa Barbara. And our local swim club is participating this year.
It used to all be north of the pier, and now it's expanded to south of the pier, and that's where the family activities have mostly been. We didn't have a stage before with entertainment, so we've expanded quite a bit on all that.
For 25 years, Gary and Arlene have been running this Woody show here on the pier in San Clemente for the Ocean Festival. How did you guys get this started? Arlene, I think you actually had the story on this.
Yes. Well, he wanted to volunteer and do some work down at the Ocean Festival, and they asked him what he did, and he says, I don't do anything, I'm just a car guy. And they said, we've been thinking about having cars, Woodies on the pier. Would you be interested in that? And he says, you bet. And here we are, still going.
There you go. And the interesting part about this is that, Gary, you do not own a Woody.
No, I don't. Actually, we have two Corvettes, hers and mine.
Oh, okay.
But,
Corvettes, all right, nice. Nice. Now, I understand that your Corvette has some pretty nice upholstery, from what I understand.
Oh, yes, it does.
So who does your upholstery for you?
Well, let's see. I think it was Don Geisen.
Oh, Don Geisen, okay. All right. And Don is the man who owns this beautiful car right here.
This Model A Ford.
All right. Don, why don't you come into the shot here? We're going to have you talk to you, too. Thanks for joining us in here. Tell me about this beauty that we're standing in front of right here.
This is a 1930 Model A 150B station wagon. I found it in pieces about January of 2013, and I was looking for an engine for my two-door sedan, so I bought it and then realized this needed to be restored. So I started working on it, and I had it ready for Wave Crest last September and took it down there and got the Most Unusual Woody Award.
Oh, did you really? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Why is it considered the most unusual?
I asked them, I said,
What are you talking about?
Was it the car or the driver? And they said, well, maybe a little of both. And it's because I've got a Hot Rod Woody engine in it. It's an original Model A engine that was raced back in the 60s by my cousin in his Model A coupe.
So this can get up and boogie, huh?
It's a fun driver from 0 to 50.
Oh,
After 50, forget about it.
A little bit of shake, rattle, and roll going on.
After 50, you want to start shaking yourself and say, what am I doing?
Dare I ask what a car like this would be worth?
I see them in Hemmings Motor News go from 30 to 45,000. An unusual one like this, where it's all custom, then it would probably be from 40 to 60,000.
40, 60,000. What is the most expensive car that you guys have ever had on the show?
The Chrysler Town and Country.
Chrysler Town and Country. Yeah.
They're over $100,000.
Over $100,000. Okay, wow. They don't make these anymore, right?
No, they're no longer made. They were made for basically for estates to take people back and forth. And then in England, they were called shooting brakes. And they were Woody station wagons, and they actually used them to take hunters out on hunting trips. We had one fella that used to bring a Rolls Royce Woody, and it was called a shooting brake.
Rolls Royce Woody, that would probably break $100,000, I would think.
The Packard one out at the end of the line here is pretty special. It's a 38 Packard. It's beautiful.